Hey everybody. Hey Maximizers. I'm going to give you guys a second to pop in. Hope, please tell me if I look fuzzy because in the last live I just did, it was fuzzy. So Hope, let me know if it's fuzzy on YouTube. And I'm going to pop open my Facebook in a second. And I'm about to go live on Instagram as well. I'm giving a 3-for-1 special today. So hello, everyone on YouTube and Facebook. Comment. Let me know where you're watching from and let me know if I'm fuzzy wuzzy head a bear. Okay. Let me see. Well, no, I look pretty. I don't look fuzzy. Yeah, I don't look fuzzy. All right, I got Facebook up so I can see my Facebook comments. All right, I don't look fuzzy. Hope, let me know if I look fuzzy on YouTube. I'm gonna go live on Instagram. And we're gonna get this party started. If Instagram's gonna let us be great. Let's see. Nope, it's not. Let me go back. Oops. Hello, everyone on YouTube and Facebook. Let me know where you are watching from. And I'm trying to go live on Instagram too. So let's see. Okay, there we go. Hey, Instagram. I'm live here on Facebook and YouTube. And I wanted to have a chat with you guys and just talk to you a little bit about a lot of the questions I've been getting. So one question that I have been getting across all my platforms is like, how do I know what to buy? So in today's live, I have some notes and I'm going to talk to you guys about knowing how to buy certain things that you need, and then also knowing in general what to buy. A lot of these tips, if you guys have been following me for a while, watching my lives, watching my videos, they are going to be repeated tips. Why? Because it takes repetition for you to remember things, and you need to hear the same thing a lot of times sometimes for it to like click and for you to be like, oh, that makes sense. So we're going to talk about today, how do you know what to buy when it comes to couponing as well as not couponing? Because a lot of us right now need help with grocery shopping, right? We're still in a pandemic. It's snowing where I am, and we did like a snow grocery haul yesterday, but it was still under budget. But I know a lot of us need tips and tricks and techniques and things that we can do to save money with and without coupons. And if we are using coupons, effectively using them, right? So today's live is all about how do we know what to buy? So let me pull up my notes. If you have any questions during the live, if you're on Instagram, put it in the Q&A box. If you're on Facebook or YouTube, just drop the question down in the comments and we are going to hop right in. Let me say hi to everyone here on YouTube. Pull up my notes, and I'm going to put my notes on this screen. So if you see me looking over, it's because the notes are over there. Got my 2 screens working. I'm feeling good. So yeah, let me say hi to everyone, and then we're going to dive right in. And if you have any questions right now about knowing what to buy, just drop those in. Oh, look, Hope was here early. Hello, everyone who's really ready to maximize their dollars with Krys the Maximizer. Yay. Jazzy said me. Okay, Hope was saying there's a countdown. Erica's here. Hey, Erica. Hi, everybody on Instagram. I'm just saying hi to everybody on YouTube. Hey, Francisca. Hey, Sugar Yummy. Hi, Aunt Belinda. Jazzy says she's in Virginia. Okay, cool. And hi to everyone on Instagram. I can't reach my arm up there to wave to everyone, but hello. We're talking about how do we know what to buy? So I want you guys to start thinking about couponing and your grocery shopping. Hey, Juanita. Hey, Coupon Alley. I'm doing great. I want you to start thinking about couponing as a process, as a strategy. Because in order to get the things that you want, like, and need for cheap or free and under budget, you have to shop with a purpose. So over the years, I have been couponing for 12 years. Oh my gosh. Coupon with Kayla is on my Instagram live, y'all. She's a total celebrity. Hey, Kayla. If you're not following Coupon with Kayla on Instagram and especially on TikTok, go do it right now. She's awesome. She posts crazy good deals like every single day. So please, please, please go follow her. But I want you to think about shopping, like I said, strategically and shopping with a purpose. So I've been couponing for 12 years. And over the past 12 years, I kind of developed a methodology, but I didn't realize that's what it was until I became a coach. Because I'm like, I teach everybody a process, but what's the name of that process? And that process is shopping with a purpose, being intentional about what you're buying all the time. So when someone asks me, what do I buy with coupons? The answer is very simple. You buy what you need. How do you know what to buy? You buy what you need. What does your family use on an everyday basis? What does your family need on an everyday basis? What does your family want on an everyday basis? Those are the things that you buy. The coupons do not dictate what you buy. Your needs dictate what you buy. There are very few things that I will encourage you or suggest that you buy just because you have a coupon for it. But I want you to start looking at all of your shopping through the lens of, is this what I need? Is this something that I want to splurge on, right? Is this something that we really require right now? If not, I can wait. And if it's something that you really don't need, then don't buy it. So the number one tip is to buy what you need. Now, if you need to go a step further and you're like, Crystal, I don't really know what we need, you literally take inventory of your life, your pantry, your fridge, your freezer, your personal care items. You need to know what you're using, what you like to use in order to know what you need. So my second tip, which is the first step of shopping with a purpose, it's a 5-step framework, it's a 5-step process, is lists. You guys have heard me talk about this a million times, but I'm going to talk about it until my brown skin turns blue. You need 2 lists in your life, my friends. You need your needs list. These are the things that your family needs over the next week or 2, or else you will perish. So I'll give you some real life examples, right? I don't need soda. We wanted soda, so soda was on our needs list. It's on sale at Walgreens, so it was at my list. We were just about out of water, so water was on my needs list. I was down to 1 box of Cinnamon Toast Crunch for Kinsley. That was on my needs list. Those were things that I needed immediately. In worst case scenario, not the cereal though, because I'm not paying full price for cereal ever. Worst case scenario, those things like this, I would have gone to Walmart and bought a case of water. But I found a really good deal at Big Lots where they were giving 4 cases of water for $8, made them $2 per case. My point is, you want to put everything that your family needs immediately on your needs list. Now, your never want to run out of list is your stockpile list. These are the things that your family always wants to have and never run out of. Because people ask, well, how do I know what to buy? What does your family need? So I'll give you guys some example of things that are on my never want to run out of list. Toothpaste, toilet paper, paper towels, all the soaps, hand soap, dish soap, body wash, shampoo, conditioner, anything that soaps, cleaning supplies, things that you never want to open the pantry and be like, oh crap, we're out. Understand? So you want to make a very detailed list of those things. Now, will there be times where things that are on my never want to run out of list are on my needs list? Absolutely. Because once we get low, it's not just a stockpile item anymore. It's something that we need immediately. The point of all of this is, if you constantly shop that way, you have your needs list and your never want to run out of list, your stockpile will start to be stocked. And there'll only be certain things that you run out of. Like, I don't stock water like I stock toothpaste. Like, I have a 2-year supply of toothpaste. We typically only have about a month or 2 supply of water. So water is something that we are constantly going to need until I buy fresh Brita pitchers and filters. You get what I'm saying? Milk is something we cannot stockpile. Whether you drink cow's milk or almond milk, we just can't stockpile that, right? Toilet paper goes kind of fast. We can stockpile toilet paper even though it goes fast, but there are certain things that you're always going to constantly need to replenish: your fresh fruits, your fresh vegetables, your meat. And then there are things that can sit on the shelf for a long time with a long shelf life that you can constantly buy. I want you to start to think about shopping as a strategy, okay? Are you guys with me? So step 1 is to buy what you need and have your 2 lists. Needs list, never want to run out of list, all right? So the second step in shopping with a purpose is to have a budget. I want you to type budget in the comments if you have a budget. A life budget, a coupon budget, a grocery budget. If you already have a budget, I want you to type budget. And if you don't have a budget, I want you to type no. So if you have a budget, type budget. If you don't have a budget, I want you to type no. Now, you have to set your budget before you leave the house. And this is with anything. Christmas shopping, grocery shopping, shoe shopping, clothes shopping. Your budget should be set before you leave out the house. Your budget should be set before you leave out the house. So if you're someone who does not have an overall monthly budget and you're shopping store to store, that's one thing we got to fix. We got to get you with an overall life budget so every dollar has a purpose. Everything that Krys the Maximizer does is strategic. There's a method to the madness. There's a reason why things are in certain order. But if you don't have a big budget, no stress right now. I'll help you with that later. But for now, when you're going grocery shopping, when you're going couponing, before you get your butt in the car, you should know this is the max that I'm going to spend. So in order to know what you're going to buy, you need to know your budget. So your budget may be dictated on, we're really balling on the budget because we don't have that much money, or we're doing great money-wise. I only want to allocate X amount of dollars to whatever it is you're going to be spending your money on. So if you're couponing, you should not be spending more than $25 per store, my friends. There is no reason why you are in CVS spending $75 cash out of pocket per week. No. So my suggested amount per store is about $15 to $20 per store, no more than 2 stores per week. This is me suggesting it to you, especially if you are a beginner. If you give yourself more money, more time, you're going to spend more money than you need to. But if you know you only have $20 to spend, you will buy what you need, and you will be strategic about how you spend that money. You'll start to do multiple transactions, roll over your extra bucks, roll over your points, so that you can really maximize that $20 cash out of pocket that you have. So you need to set your budget before you leave the house. Does that make sense? I want to see you guys. If you have a budget, type budget. If you don't have a budget, type no. Hi, Tina. Emily says it's snowing. I need some help today. I spent over $300 in Walmart on food. Why was my comment removed? I'm not sure. I didn't see your comment. Erica has a budget. Hope has a budget. Sugar Yummy does not have a budget. Marie says she's not consistent. Hey, Angela, I like every dollar has a purpose. Yes, every dollar has a purpose in your life. Yes, I'm going to answer questions, but I didn't see your question. So if you have a question, you can comment it again. Julie says, no, she doesn't have a budget. Hope has a budget. Angela D has a budget. On Instagram, I don't see any comments yet. So that's step 2 of shopping with a purpose. Have a budget before you leave the house. Know how much money you're going to spend. And I want you to remember that a budget is not like, oh, you can't spend your money. A budget is, I'm only going to spend X amount of dollars on certain things. Because if you go to the store and you're like, oh, I'll see how much I'll spend. That's when you go into Walmart and you spend $300. That's when you go into Target and you spend $400 without blinking and you're like, what the heck did I just buy? But if you go into Target, you have a plan, you know what you're going to buy because you had your list created. You know what your budget is because you're like, my max is $100. I only came in here with $100 and there's no reason why I'm spending more than $100. You will be more intentional about your shopping trip. All right. So that's step 2 of shopping with a purpose. Step 3 is preparation. Just like you set your budget before you leave the house, you already made your list, but you're going to go in a little bit more detail. You are going to decide, you're going to prepare at home. What stores are you going to and what's your plan to get at each store? What I mean by that is when I'm going couponing each week and I have the things that I need on my couponing list, right? So I'll give you an example. Lotion. When my lotion stockpile gets low, I move that over to my needs list, but I don't move it over when I'm down to like my last bottle of lotion. I move it over when I'm at my zero, and I created my zero that's not actually no lotion. So when I get to close to my zero almost, I put lotion on my needs list. So when I see the lotion deal at CVS and Walgreens, I'm not going to do both. Because even though I'm shopping for like 4 different households, I don't need all that lotion. There's going to be another lotion deal in another month or so. So I decide, is the deal better at Walgreens or CVS? 9 times out of 10, the deal's better at CVS. So I put lotion on my preparation list, on my breakdown to get at CVS. I put the soda that I wanted to buy that I shouldn't buy on my breakdown at Walgreens. So when you're at home and I decide I need to go grocery shopping, I'm in Baltimore, so I'm not grocery shopping at Walmart like I should, because the Walmart in Baltimore don't hit the same as the Walmart in Florida. So I had to go to the actual grocery store. So I had a list that said grocery. So if I couldn't get it at CVS, I couldn't get it at Walgreens, I put it on my grocery list. So I knew when I was going to the grocery store, that's what I was getting. So my breakdowns were prepared. This is what I'm getting at CVS. This is what I'm getting at Walgreens. And I did the math for my couponing breakdowns. How much is each item? How many am I getting? What coupons do I have? What rewards am I going to receive for CVS and Walgreens? Now for grocery shopping, I'm not that detailed. I just write down the things that I need to get and the max amount of money I want to spend. Okay? And then there's also things on there that I can live without if the store doesn't have, and pivot meals, right? So that's how you prepare. I know what stores I'm going to. I go as far as I know CVS and Walgreens shopping gets done on Sundays. Grocery shopping typically happens on a weekend, unless I can break away on like a Tuesday or a Wednesday and have my mom or my sister watch Kinsley, and I can just go grocery shopping without her. But yesterday, me, her, and Bae went grocery shopping together. So it was a Tuesday. I planned for us to go grocery shopping on Tuesday, couponing on Sunday. So we were prepared. We knew when we were going to go shopping, and we knew what our budgets were. So I knew what I was going to buy because I prepared at home. Does that make sense? Grocery shopping and couponing starts at home. Create your lists, set your budget, prepare well. Make your breakdowns. My hair looks a little lopsided. Make your breakdowns for your couponing trips at home. So when you get to the store, there's no guessing game. Yeah, you can look around if you want, but you don't need to because you know what you're going to buy. Hey, Gina, I just see that Gina popped on. Make sure you guys go subscribe to Gina Schweppy's channel as well. So that's step 3. Make sense? Preparation. If this makes sense to you, I want you to type yes in the chat. If you're with me, type yes in the chat just so I can know that we're on the same page. Janet says, yes, I have a budget. Hi, Janet. I tried to print coupons from Scott's brand. Okay. Sometimes you're not able to. Carolyn says, no, she doesn't have a budget. Cancer Season says, no, they don't have a budget. And it tells me I can't print because of privacy settings. I'm not sure about that. You may have to email them. I've never got that error message before. It may be a setting in your computer. Budget, but always gets extra if it's on sale or clearance. Okay. No. Yes. Oops. The comments are going too fast. Yes on food. I had a list, but still went over. So the thing I will say to you about that, Jazzy, is you can give yourself a 20% cushion. So even if something is on sale or clearance, you have to limit yourself. So if your grocery budget is $100, you can give yourself an extra $20 for clearance things, unmarked sales, things that your family may need. Okay? But you have to cap it somewhere. Otherwise, it's going to be a mess every week. So when I see like ground beef on sale, I'm like, all right, I'm not going to buy 6 of these. I'm going to buy at least 2. And if my budget allows, maybe I'll buy 4. But at that point, I'm up to about 8 of my 20% dollars, whatever that is. You know what I mean? So I'll assess. If I can get the 4 ground beefs now and there's nothing else on clearance, then cool. But if there's other things on clearance that my family could use as well, maybe I'll only grab 2 of the ground beef, 2 packs of chicken, and maybe whatever else I find, if that makes sense. So still give yourself some sort of, this is my overage cap. Coupon Savvy Me says no budget. Definitely set a budget. Monica, Hope, Marie, they all said yes. Budget, but always buy more if I see things on clearance. I just covered that. Perfect. Budget before, after coupons. Your budget is your cash out of pocket. My couponing totals maybe $60 or $70. But my cash out of pocket will not be $60 or $70, especially when we're couponing. So this is the money that you want to pay the cashier to walk out the store. That's what your budget is. Because if you're using coupons, if you're using extra bucks, great. That's not coming out of your bank account. That's not coming out of your grocery or your coupon budget because you're not spending that cash out of pocket. That's once you get extra bucks, that's like recycled money essentially. Once you have points and register rewards, that's recycled money. So your budget is for your cash out of pocket that you are paying to the register. Because you may have $100 worth of stuff in your cart, coupons, points, everything. Your total may come down to $20. There's a lot of times at CVS, that total will say like $70, but I end up only paying $4 out of pocket. Make sense? So this is for cash out of pocket at the register. Yes, that goes hand in hand with meal planning. Absolutely. That's a great question. I am the same way. Yes. All right, we're good. So far we have, how do you know what to buy? You're buying what your family needs. How do you know what your family needs? You're going to take inventory of your house. And then the steps to shop with a purpose: create a list, create a budget, and prepare at home. Step number 4 is actually to shop. Why would I put shopping and shopping with a purpose? Because going to the store and executing the plan is one half of the whole freaking battle, right? You got to be able to go to the store and execute efficiently. So like I said, you had your list of stores that you were going to go to already. You know when you're going to go, decide how you're going to go. I would always say shop in a similar pattern. Start in one place, end in one place, go down the aisles you want to go down, check for clearance. When you're in the store, make sure you're scanning items in Ibotta if you haven't checked Ibotta before you left. But checking rebate apps should happen at home when you're preparing. Because if you know you want to buy certain things, you should be checking Ibotta before you leave the house to know if there's an Ibotta rebate or not. But if you buy any different items, or maybe you get a different brand, you in store want to scan those items in store. Does that make sense? To make sure there's no Ibotta rebates that you're missing out on. So shopping is a big part of the battle. If you are long-winded shopping, you can also set yourself a timer as well to say, all right, I don't have 3 hours to be in the store today, regardless of what store it is. I only have 2 hours, or I only have an hour. Let's get in and get out. But when you have a list and you already know how much money you can spend, your shopping will go a lot faster, okay? And then the last step of shopping with a purpose is save. That means once you get home, you want to scan to fetch. You want to scan to coin out, receipt hog. What am I missing? Coin out, fetch, receipt hog. There's another one I'm missing I can't think of right now. Scan to all the rebates. You want to scan to Ibotta if there's any coupons.com rebates that you're able to get. You want to go home and you want to see how much money did I save? Where am I in my budget? If it's at the end of the month, my grocery budget was $600 for the month and I had $200 left over, what am I going to do with the money that I'm saving? Am I rolling that over to next month? Or am I rolling that into a savings account? How much money am I saving from week to week? Is one week better than the other, right? Is one store better than the other? So the last step of shopping with a purpose is analyzing your savings and analyzing your shopping. And inside of my Shop with a Purpose Maximizer Academy, I always talk about reviewing your budgets at checkout 51. Yes, reviewing your budgets every single month. Because I'll give you an example. There was once upon a time where my gas to drive my car, I was spending about $30 a week on gas. That was $120. But 2 months in a row, I checked, I only spent about $95. So I reduced my gas overall budget to about $105. So I went from it was $135, whatever that counts up per week. My gas budget was $135 per month. I reduced that to $105. Because the trends when I analyzed each month was I was spending less. And if I did that for 2 months, I'll keep that up. Same thing with my grocery budget. Back in 2019, I realized that I was using my grocery budget to eat out more than I was to buy groceries. So what I did was I cut my grocery budget from about $300 a month all the way down to I think $2 something. And then I went down to $150 because based on the trends, my cash out of pocket was less. So because I was spending less, I was able to take that extra money that I used to spend on groceries and use it elsewhere in my life. So that last step, don't skip over it. Review, review, review. Okay? I have a couple more for you, but those are the 5 main tips of shopping with a purpose. And now I'm going to answer all them questions. What other questions do we have? I'm going to try $20 each month for clearance and sale items. Okay, Erica says thumbs up, everybody. Sometimes you have coupons, but the store doesn't have the items. So, yes, that does happen where you have a breakdown and you have a plan and you want to buy the items. And one thing I also teach in the academy is sales cycles. If something's on sale now, it's going to be on sale again in 4 to 6 weeks, y'all. So it's not the end of the world if you can't get it. Now, the other thing I teach in the academy is to know your zero. Because like with the Eucerin deal, when my coupons wouldn't scan, I have plenty of lotion. Eucerin's on my never want to run out list. When I can get it for less than $1 per bottle, I get it. So when my coupons didn't scan, I wasn't sweating because my family was not completely out of lotion. So with your never want to run out of list, you need to set a firm zero. So that way you give yourself at least a month or 2 to replenish those items for a sale to come up. So sales cycles happen every 4 to 6 weeks. It's going to be on sale again. So don't stress if you can't get it right now. Have a backup deal just in case. Like if you're trying to do a spend 30, get 10, you should kind of have 2 scenarios going. If your store is out of items notoriously, and you know, my store rarely has XYZ, try not to put that into your breakdown. And if you get there and it's there, then it's like a plus. But 9 times out of 10, you're going to set yourself up for failure if you know your store is always out of something and you keep on putting it in your breakdown. Okay? So another thing that I share about in the academy is to just be focused on getting those essential items as early in the process as you can. And what I mean by that is if earlier in the month you see a deal for something and you know you're kind of low, but you're not out of it, you want to go ahead and do that deal when it's available, when you're getting it at your stock up price. So whatever stock up price you set for each item, each type of item, when you see it at that price, get it. So when I'm couponing, I'm not always couponing for things that we need to use like right now. I'm couponing to build my stockpile to 6 to 12 months. So maybe I have a 4-month supply of Eucerin right now, but because I can get the Eucerin for 50 cents per bottle, I'm going to grab 2 more and add it to my stockpile. Does that make sense? This is why I say couponing is strategic. You have to be looking at the right now game so you guys can survive, but look at the long game so that you always have a stockpile of things you want, like, and need. If this makes sense, type yes in the chat. Type yes in the chat if this makes sense. Receipt Pal. Yes, that's the one I was thinking of. Type yes in the chat if this makes sense. Give me a thumbs up if you're watching on YouTube. Type yes in the chat if this makes sense. Type yes in the chat if this makes sense. I got a little bit of a delay here. So I want to take a second and talk to you guys about how you can continue to get this support and to get this coaching from me. So I want to share with you a little story about my Shop with a Purpose Maximizer Academy. So I started this academy back in 2019, and it is created simply to help you maximize your life and save more money, 1 coupon at a time. If you're overwhelmed with couponing, you feel like you're suffocating, you feel like the last 5 tips I went through, you're like, oh my gosh, I do some of that, but I don't do all of that. I have a ton of questions about that whole process. Give me more help, Crystal. I am here to help love and support you through this process of creating your coupon strategy so that you can repeat it every single month, all right? So inside the membership, you are going to learn how to create your budget. If you want help with your budget, type yes in the chat. You're going to learn how to shop better strategically at CVS, at Walgreens, and with your grocery shopping. You're going to learn how to create your meal plan. If you want help with your meal plan, type yes in the chat. Who is tired of it being 5 o'clock and you're like, What are we going to eat for dinner? I think we'll just DoorDash. I have chicken, but it's frozen. I should have took this out. I'm tired of cooking. I wish there was a better way, right? Or maybe you're tired of overspending. Who was it that just said they spent $300 at Walmart? Who's tired of spending money and being like, where did my money just go? Right? Doesn't it just feel defeating when you go to the store and you come back home and you're like, what the heck? My hair is like lopsided. What the heck did I just spend my money on? I have no idea. Did I need these things? Or I've done this. Have you gotten to the store and you're like, crap, what else did I need? Type yes in the chat if that's you. If you've been to the store and you're like, now I know I was supposed to get something else. If you are tired of feeling those icky feelings of feeling defeated, feeling like you are spending money and you don't know where it's going, you're trying to coupon, but you have very high out of pockets, you have kind of a stockpile, but you don't have like the essential things that you want, like and need, this membership is for you. It is a monthly community for you to come in to get live trainings and coachings from me, just like this. Every month is a new month in the academy. There's a new topic every single month, and I dive into that topic. We set up our budgets together every single month. Who wants to set up their budgets with me every month? We check in with our budgets 2 to 3 times per month as well, and it's guided support. We also set intentional goals with action plans. How many goals have you set that you have not made progress on? How many goals do you wish you would have set, but you have no idea how you're even going to accomplish them? 2020 was a poop show, for lack of better terms, and I'm pretty sure we all had things that we wanted to work on that we didn't, or we had things that we worked on just a little bit, but not enough for us to feel like fulfilled that we made progress. Make sense? I am here to help you with that in my Shop with a Purpose Maximizer Academy. Now, I'm all doing something I have never, ever done before. Are you ready? I'm offering you a 1-year sale, but you get to pay it monthly. I know a high monthly subscription is not ideal for everyone. So what I've done is I've given you a discounted yearly of my subscription. It's typically $49 per month, because this membership also comes with 12 training modules that are pre-recorded that goes through everything: the coupon basics, how to build, maintain, and sell your stockpile, how to create your budget, meal planning, grocery shopping, savings, self-care, breakdowns, sales cycles. The training modules go through it all right? So for $49 per month is already a steal. But I was like, you know what? 2020 was a poop show. I want to help people in 2021 reach their big financial goals. Drop your big financial goals in the chat that you want to work on in 2021. Who's trying to buy a house? Me. Who's trying to pay off credit card debt? Me. Who's trying to buy an RV? I'm not trying to buy an RV, but Heather brought an RV. What are your big financial goals that you want to make progress on? And we've got to stop spending crazy amounts of money on groceries and couponing so we have money to do that. That is what we work on inside the academy. People are paying off colleges. They are paying off their cars. They're finding $300 to $600 per month in their monthly budgets because they sat down and they did a budget. I mean, I had a woman that I spoke to, Robin. She literally found $1,000 in her first week of joining the academy. Okay? So with that being said, I'm offering you a 1-year deal. So you lock in, you commit to being a part of the Swap Maximizer Academy for 1 year, and it's only $32 per month. You get everything I talked to you about already, but I'm making it even sweeter. This is something that I've also never done before. I'm offering you the opportunity when you lock in for a year, you get 2 30-minute one-on-one calls with me throughout that year. So at any point, maybe you're 4 months in and you're like, oh my God, Crystal, I'm desperate. I need help. Boom, activate one of your one-on-one calls. Maybe you're 9 months in and you're like, Crystal, I need some extra help. I need your eyes on my breakdowns. I need your eyes on my budget. I need you to help me create a stockpile plan because my stockpile's failing. Maybe you want to start selling your stockpile and you want my tips and tricks. Boom, you activate your second one-on-one call. The other thing I'm going to be doing for you every single month, you get a Zoom training call. Right now, all of our lives are like this inside of a Facebook group. You get me talking and you in the chat. But I'm up in the game for 2021, and you are going to get a Zoom call with me. Why is a Zoom call so special? Because you get to see me, I get to see you, and you get to talk. So you don't have to type your questions in. You get to talk your questions out, and I can really help you work through whatever it is that you are struggling with. And we're going to get one of those every single month. So you're getting even more of a value for less of the price. So for $32 per month, come spend a year and come save over $3,000. Why? Average maximizers save about $300 per month. Most of them save a lot more, but our average savings is $300 every single month. So over the course of the year, you are going to be saving well over $3,000 as long as you do the work. It's just like a personal trainer. You can pay for a personal trainer. You can pay for a gym membership. But if you don't go, are you going to lose any weight? If you don't change the way you eat, are you going to lose any weight? If you don't take the time to meal plan, are you going to lose any weight? If you don't take the time to drink more water, are you going to lose any weight? So you can pay your money to anybody for anything. But if you don't put in that work, if you don't take the time to log in, watch my modules, which come with training, which come with workbooks, if you don't take the time to go in, take notes. If you don't take the time to watch the lives, all the replays are saved. So if you can't join us live at the exact time, if you don't take the time to actually create your list, create your budget, do your meal plan, get your grocery list together, you will not see the results whether you're in my academy or not. But if you're in the academy, you have a much higher chance of getting to where you want to go faster. All right. So with that being said, the link is in the description box. I'm going to pop it here in all the places. You can go to krysthemaximizer.com/swap. Click the big pink button that says, give me 4 months free and join the academy. Basically, I've reduced the price from $49 per month to $32 per month. And it's basically giving you about 4 months free off of the regular price. And this sale's not going to last forever. So if you are ready to dive in, here's the link, but it's krysthemaximizer.com/swap. Come and join. Our next live is actually on December 29th. We are going, is it the 29th, y'all? We are going to be doing our 2020 vision board party. And when you join, you get access to all of the previous live sessions, and those are gold. Those are gold. So I'm excited. I'm amped up. If you can't tell, this is my first time talking about it. I did do a live with the SWAT maximizers before this to tell them about that. So for all the existing maximizers, there's an update in the group, so you can go watch that right now. But there's the link. Come and join. I would love to have you. Can't wait to help you. Can't wait to work with you. See how much money you can save. So in Instagram, just go to my website, click view the website, and click swap, and you'll get there. Facebook and YouTube, the link is in the comments and in the description boxes. What other questions do we have, my friends? Yes. Okay, here's a question. How often do you review your budget? Do you keep a log every month of what you spend? All right, so my budget planner is actually under here. So I'll see if I can get it out without knocking over my computer. So I review my budget every month. So every month we sit down together in the academy and we set up our budgets. And then 2 times throughout the month, I do a check-in post. Where are you at with your budget? And that's the nudge. But personally, I check my budget every Friday. I suggest the maximizers check their budget at least once a week so you can see where things are going. So in the beginning, I used to, let me get to one that's actually all nice and filled out. In the beginning, I used to keep a log of all my expenses. Now I keep a log of anything that I spend money on that's not in my budget or anything that's an expense. So I write down all my couponing transactions. I write down my groceries, my gas, any beauty care, anything that I spend money on that's like not a bill and it's not budgeted. So like, for example, something that I don't write down, but that's not a bill, is trying to think. I guess I'll write down it all, but I don't do it like every single month. In the beginning, my first 3 months of budgeting, I did because I needed to see where my money was going to see if I had enough categories. So if you're brand new to budgeting, I would say yes. Write down every single expense, everything you spend money on that's not a bill. So if it's not a subscription with a due date, if it's not something that's billed to you like your rent, your mortgage, your car insurance, your car payment, your kids' soccer, whatever, if it's not a bill or a debt like credit cards, those go under your bill section. And then everything else that you spend money on. So if you buy coffee, if you buy a smoothie, if you eat out, if you go grocery shopping, when you go couponing, write it down. You need to see where your money is going. If you get your nails done, your hair done, a massage, you need to see exactly where your money is going so you can create good budget categories and know how much to put in them. Because if you just decide, oh, I'm going to spend $100 on beauty care, but you get your nails done, you get a wax, you get your eyebrows, you get all that, it totals $300, your budget is counterproductive. Does that make sense? So I do like a monthly overview of my budget, and this is everything that has a due date. And this is what we go over in the academy. And then I do a list of all the things that I got to spend money on bill-wise, and then all my categories. So like couponing, savings, my debt, eating out, beauty, groceries, gas. Those are all expenses because those are things I kind of have control over besides the debt part. Those are things that I can go up and down. Like I have tons of systems in my business. I can change systems and get it cheaper. I can delete systems and do things other ways. So I can kind of move those things around. That's why it's an expense. And that's why thus you write them all down. You see how much you're spending so you can decide, okay, I need to allocate X, Y, Z. And then I don't think I wrote them all down in October, but then I leave myself a space to write down all of my expenses. I have it written down. Let me see. I did 1 month and I wrote them all down. So let me check and see if I can find that month for you. Oh, did you have fun? You fell asleep? Kinsley played in the snow for the first time, y'all. But she fell asleep. Okay, here's August. So this is where I wrote down my couponing. I wrote down gas. I wrote down Dollar Tree. I wrote down grocery shopping. I wrote down all the things so I can see I gave myself $200 for groceries. Did I stay under that or did I go over? I was definitely under, but it's just good to see how much under because maybe the next month or so I can reduce that. Or if you're constantly going over, maybe you need to increase that. What do you need? Okay, but I can't get it right now. Go ask him to get it for you. You should have asked him before he went upstairs. Does that make sense? I know that was a very long-winded answer, but yes. So, and I do suggest having some sort of budget planner. This is a Erin Condren planner. I have links for this if you want it. And I love this thing. And the stickers come from Shay's Budget Shop, and we go over that inside of the academy. Receipt Pal is another receipt scanning app as well. Yes, 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 yes. Yes, yes, yes. Like fetch. Tons of yeses. All right. What other questions do we have before we go? Receipt Pal, Receipt Hog. Okay, yep. Yes, my out-of-pocket every time I go couponing is so high. Yeah, Mary. Excuse me. If you're still watching, we need to get that down. Set your budget before you leave the house. Decide how much you're going to spend because you should not be spending more than $20 to $25 per store. And that's a lot. At CVS, my max is like $12. And I typically spend less than $10 out of pocket at CVS every week. Swap is awesome. It's a life changer. Yes, it is. Come and join us. I have Fetch and we're looking to Receipt Pal. I never heard of it until now. Yes to everything. I need help. Cancer season. Come join us. I would love to help you. Instant Pot and air fryers are life-saving. Yes, they are. Jazzy said me and me. Everyone needs a vacation. We do. Come join the academy. All couponers, let's go on vacation in 2021. Yeah, as long as we can, definitely planning something. Me too. Yes. I'm a guy couponing for the first time. Any tips or advice you can give would be great. I just went through them. So if you want to go and rewatch the beginning, I talked about a ton of couponing tips there. And then you can also come and join my Shop with a Purpose Maximizer Academy. I would love to help you. That's awesome, Kinsley. Yes, her first time in the snow. Aloha from Hawaii. You are cold. You need some chapstick. All right. Any other questions? Instagram, do we have any questions before we go? So again, 5 steps to shop. Go in the mirror, not in my camera. 5 steps to shopping with a purpose and focusing on what you need. Buy what you need. So you're going to create your list, your 2 lists. You are going to set your budget before you leave the house. You're going to prepare to coupon, get your breakdowns, get all the things you need together. You are going to shop strategically, and then when you get home, you're going to analyze your savings. Any questions before we go? If you have questions about the Academy, if you're on Instagram, please go ahead and send me a message. YouTube and Facebook, feel free to shoot me an email as well, and we can chat about it. But I can't wait to see you all inside the Academy. Again, our next live is on the 29th, and we are going to be setting our 2021 vision board. That's something we do every year. We've done our 2021 goals already. So once you join, you can go back and watch the goal setting live and go through all the prompts and set your own goals. And then you can comment any questions. And that's another benefit I forgot to say about the Academy is I answer your questions every day. So if you have a ton of coupon questions and no one's answering them and you feel like your voice is going unheard, unanswered, your questions are like going unanswered, you see all these great deals and your question is just like out there in, cyberspace, come join the Academy. I answer those questions every day. So there's a post in the group every day. I go in, bam, your question gets answered, so you can go out and execute your deals without any problem. Also great for holiday shopping. Yup, all your tips. Thanks, Esmeralda. So, any last minute questions before I go? Feed the child and I gotta edit a video. I didn't edit my Vlogmas video for today. All right, Instagram, I'll see you guys next time. Don't know when I'm going live again. YouTube, Facebook, any questions before we go? What do you mean now? Sit. No questions? All right, I'm going to go. Email me if you guys have any questions. Can't wait to see some of you inside the Academy. I will see you all soon. I don't know when I'm going live again, but I'll see y'all real soon.